Hello everybody and welcome to this mini video celebrating the end of our 5-day photo fun week and the people who took part, and I'm featuring 3 photographs from everybody who at least took part in 3 days, and Kathy was certainly one of those, and Kathy has decided to join me and some others in the smartphone photography masterclass, so I can't wait. So it's with great pleasure that I look at your photographs, Kathy, and I'm going to cheat. I'm going to look at 4 and I'll tell you guys why in a second. So let's get down to it. It's all in this group. Tell people about this group, folks, if you can, so that we get some more people joining and enjoying making their photographs amazing. So this is the first one I'm going to look at. The theme was looking up, and you are definitely looking up. Okay, it could be a tall rose, but we're definitely below the level of the rose or on a par with it. And that's not often what we are. We are often looking down on them. So it's a different point of view. In terms of how you could improve this photograph, I always remind people, if you like the photograph, if you like your photograph, then it's a great photograph. After that, you might want to go further. So you can do a lot with flowers. It's a bit of a cliched subject, but having said that, you can make some stunning photographs. And you know, anyone who has always just taken snaps, you can make even photographs of flowers so much better than standard snaps. Now this is looking up, so it's already pretty interesting. You can get creative with focus. So you can, for example, I can see some raindrops on or some drops, water drops on the rose. Now you could, and the background is a little bit fuzzy. This is great. What you could do is do something to get the rose pin sharp and the background even fuzzier. That would be pretty amazing. And you could also do something with cropping here. In terms of composition, we will see on the masterclass, you can definitely make this a far more powerful shot, even though it's already really nice with those lines behind it as well. Now, the reason I'm cheating on this one and showing you 4 is because look at what Kathy did for the colour assignment, or the colour task. She took flowers. I think they're not real ones, and she also cheated because I asked for two colours, but sometimes it's just not possible, you know. The universe happens and says, I'm not giving you 2 colours only together. But there's something wonderful about the colours red, green, blue and yellow together. For some reason, ever since those were the 4 little ribbons that I could have sewn on my swimming trunks as a kid. I can't even remember. I think yellow was the first. You could swim like across the pool. Green was the second. You could swim along it, and you know, then blue and red or something. Anyway, I love those colours. So it's really striking shot. But look what's happened. From day 1, the idea of looking up has seeped into day 2. I didn't tell her to look up at these. Maybe it's a huge sculpture up in the air, okay, but still, she's looking up at this. So she's incorporated a day 1 technique into her day 2 photo. Wonderful. Now, this was on the theme of the past. And, you know, there's nothing remarkable about it, but it's ever such a lovely, sleepy scene, isn't it? You can imagine people decades ago with this building being exactly the same, using different implements to plough the land, maybe with animals, but this possibly still being the same. Difficult to know how modern it is. A way of making this a stronger photograph, it's kind of difficult because, you know, you don't want to destroy what's there. You could literally chop off a bit of the sky and chop off a bit of the foreground and make it more of a square shot, maybe, because you've got a third sky, a third foreground and a third of stuff. So there's definitely some potential there for possibly making this, you know, stronger, or maybe putting something in the foreground like a log or something. But then again, I wasn't there. I don't know what there was to play with. And finally, I'm going to look at this one. Now this was the last day and the theme was angles. And Kathy has given us 3 rather intriguing takes on angles. This one with the golf pole and the ball tantalizingly on the edge, it could almost be a way of measuring the angle of the sun. You know, look at it. It's like a right angle with the shadow, the pole, and then you could do some sort of, with the length of it, the calculation. You could tell the exact angle of the sun to the Earth or to up above. So there's a kind of a double take on that one. There's a subtle one there. That isn't the one I chose. There's this one, which is ever so cool, because you've got an angular sign. You've also got a rectangular one, but in the rectangular one is an arrow at an angle. So I think that's very clever as well. And finally, the one I am going to go with, well, I mean, I've shown you them all now, is this. There's something about broken down stuff that is just, so delicious. And there it is. It's an old fence leaning at a wonderful angle. And if there were any way to make this photograph stronger, one would be possibly to get closer to that broken down fence and make it more hard hitting, more in your face. And we'll definitely look at that on the masterclass, which you are doing with us, Kathy. I'm very happy about that. So let me finish by saying that this is the masterclass I'm talking about, folks. Come along. It's still in the early bird phase, so you can get a really great deal until the next couple of days or so. Make your smartphone photography sizzle in 2021. You don't need a big fancy camera anymore, folks. I used to have them and I don't use them anymore. Starts on Monday the 14th. Join me. Here's another take on it, from sad snaps to incredible images, and here is one more. So I'd love you to come along and join us. We've already got a lovely little group. We can double that, no problem at all. Come to infinitecreativitynow.com/photo, infinitecreativitynow.com/photo along the bottom there. And of course, all the photographs that you see in my images that I've been showing you, this poppy with the insect, if you saw that, the image in the computer screen there, and this one, of course, they are all taken on my trusty smartphone. That's what I do. So can't wait to see you, folks. Thanks ever so much, Kathy, for being with me for the week, and I look forward to the next few weeks that we're going to have together too. Bye for now.